Hey everyone, welcome to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast for Thursday, January 2nd of 2020. All right, so today we have the moon still in watery Pisces, which was the case yesterday as well. So still a good day for receptivity, maybe getting our alone time, receptive time, imaginative time with this very intuitive watery transit of the lunar month. Now today though, we do have some fire coming in. We have Mercury going over Jupiter. They're going to conjoin exact today in Sagittarius, so maybe starting to expand our perspective about things, maybe feeling a bit of adventurousness with what we're thinking about, maybe communicating in a way that's a little more buoyant or inspired, and maybe even some new things coming up that can really help us cultivate that more inspirational or philosophical or adventurous side of ourselves. So with this, Mercury and Jupiter are slowly going to be passing over the south node. So with this might come some past things for resolution. There's nothing to really do with this as much as it's good this later part of the week just to be aware of if there are some past things coming up for just some awareness or acceptance that can help us release some of this past energy coming up with the south node relating to maybe what we're thinking about and our inspirations with this conjunction. All right, so let's take a look at all of this here in more detail when we return. All right, so here's the sky for this Thursday. And again, we are using the actual size of the constellations called True Sidereal Astrology. If you are new to the channel, definitely check out the link down below for more information because the signs are different from mainstream astrology. All right, so let's take a look at the moon's placement, which represents the theme of the day in receptive Pisces. So just like yesterday, today's a really good day for getting into that receptive side of ourselves. Could be simply by maybe getting some rest or some alone time. Also good for all spiritual activities or creative things that require imagination. Could be a dreamy kind of energy as well, which is again good for getting in touch with our inner guidance and our intuition. So great to get into this more receptive, etheric energy of Pisces. And we are entering into the first quarter phase of the lunar cycle, which means that last Thursday we had that solar eclipse, which was a time of new beginnings for this lunar month. And so now we come to the first challenges of that in the sense that we do want to start to challenge ourselves to integrate and implement and maybe put forward some of these new things that have shifted from a week ago. And in this context, how can we incorporate this receptive side while at the same time continue to expand our horizons with this fiery, free-spirited energy of Sagittarius? These are just two very different energies, right? Deep water and fire spirit. But anything we can do to integrate both today and even into the weekend is a great way of working with the energies. Now today we do have some of that fire energy coming in because Mercury, the planet of our mind and communication, is passing over expansive Jupiter. And so there could be maybe some potentials we're starting to see, maybe with our ideas, maybe some practical matters. We could be just feeling maybe a bit philosophical. Could be a good day for spirituality, astrology, religious practices, things of this nature. So basically a good balance between our practical side and our more abstract side, right? And maybe some new things arising, as oftentimes conjunctions can be a kind of new beginning from that stuff. Also good for bringing in a bit of that free spirit into the routine, which Mercury can often symbolize. Now with this, we may or may not feel this that much today, but definitely going into tomorrow, we're going to have this conjunction, Mercury and Jupiter, slowly passing over the south node. Now the south node represents past energy, past life energy, if you believe in that. And so in this case, maybe some resolution taking place here. This is nothing really new because we've already had the sun pass over the south node here recently last week. But in this case, maybe some things involving some beliefs, some perspectives with Jupiter that are coming up that can be that we can become aware of, and through this they're releasing, right? So maybe some old beliefs, old perspectives with Mercury, maybe old ideas, maybe some practical things on a day-to-day level that, again, nothing to really do with this, just to be aware of anything that does arise from the past, particularly involving our minds or our perspective on things, just to be aware of to help that releasing process be facilitated. And from this, once we do actually have the conjunction, which will be over the weekend, there will be that kind of post-releasing, more free sort of energy with our mind and what we're thinking about, these practical matters or inspirations or potentials, whatever it might be. But again, we may feel that the second half of the day, and just good to bring some awareness to that. But most important thing here today, though, is the actual conjunction with Mercury, Jupiter, the balance between what you could call as the left side of the brain and the right side of the brain, the real practical and the abstract. Making it a great day for those kinds of things, both on a practical level and abstract level, such as philosophy, spirituality, etc. And this is where there is a lot of concentration of energy, is in Jupiter's sign of Sagittarius. So from a larger context, still really good to listen to that spirit for life, maybe access some of that adventurousness, see the bigger picture, what fuels us, what fires us, right? And following that kind of inspiration. But today, how can we cultivate that fire with water, right? Still practicing receptivity, living in the present moments, bringing in maybe some of that receptive time. So incorporating some Pisces into the mix is a great way of challenging ourselves this part of the first quarter of the lunar month. All right, so everyone have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the weekend forecast. Take care.